I want to talk more about model minority. And as a surprise cameo, we have a question from Sam for you, Alex.
Hey everyone, I'm Sam Tanabe, and I'm the managing editor for Hapa Mag, soon to be Mixed Asian Media. I really love when any of our staff gets to collaborate with the mixed space, and since Alex is the guest for the May Meetup, I thought I'd ask her a question about the model minority myth. As a mixed race Asian, a lot of those stereotypes were placed on me growing up, but I don't think we've ever talked about, did you experience the same thing? And what's so harmful about these stereotypes, and how can we combat them? Looking forward to hearing your answer, Alex.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. What a good question. I am actually amazed we have not really discussed this at all within our group. We really haven't. And I'm just kind of like, why haven't we? I think we're probably we have so many other things, but that is such a good question. Yeah, definitely those things were placed on me growing up, especially because I was a child actor and because I was viewed as Asian, but not Asian enough. And I wasn't ever viewed as white. I was definitely viewed as, I remember being called exotic all the damn time, or China doll. That was, you're such a pretty little China doll. And I was like, but I'm not Chinese. Why are you calling me that? And so it was definitely, there was a lot of pressure that I would say I put on myself to be the best in the audition room and to be better than the full Asian kids that I was competing against. And even at the very rare times, the white side kids that I was competing against. So it was definitely you have to be better than everyone else. And there is no room for mistakes. You need to have your lines memorized. You need to learn your dance steps. You need to learn the song. And putting that type of pressure on myself and the pressure that the agents and managers put on me it's definitely played with my head. Once again, therapy, yay. I wish I had found my therapist much sooner, but it has very much helped me unpack a lot of that pressure that's been put on me and helped me redefine who I am as a person. Because for the longest time, I did not know who I was outside of actor Alex, performer Alex. Mm-hmm. So I think having that pressure of being the best and not speaking up whenever I felt uncomfortable, because you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to say, hey, I'm not comfortable wearing that. That seems a little, racist. Also, the language at the time, we didn't have the language we have now. And I'm so grateful that we do have these terms and these words and just the space to speak up. But at the time, that was not a thing. You were not allowed to say no. You were not allowed to say, no, I will not do that accent. What do you mean Asian accent? There's like multiple languages surrounding that. So that was something I did not grow up feeling comfortable saying no to. And yeah, there's a lot there. There stories I could tell, man, the stories.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel, because we were talking about the pressure that you put on yourself, just you putting that on yourself, the pressure from agents. Was there like family pressure as well to be the best that was different than the stage mom pressure? Do you know what I mean? Like there's such a definitive dance mom, stage mom, like you have to be, there is that push there in the industry already. But did you feel like it was more so, or was it just sort of like being mixed, trying to find your way, the agents? Like, was there something more there, do you think? Or was it just the pressure of success in general?
So I was really fortunate that I didn't have, I grew up surrounded by a lot of stage mothers from other kids. And I was fortunate that my mom wasn't quite like them, She definitely was a lot more grounded. And I think it helped that she's a lawyer and a background in law, and that definitely helped. But, there definitely was the pressure of, if I'm schlepping you to all these auditions and this is something you want to do, then you do need to do a good job and not just, wing it. So there was that, and that to me is understandable. But this was something that I did choose to go into. Like I begged my mom and grandma to put me into the business. Why did I do that? Looking back, I'm like, why did I do that? But I definitely loved being in the spotlight as a kid. I was one of those kids that at the mall would go and stand on the mannequins and pretend to model. My family was so embarrassed by me. But so I would say there was just a little bit of the pressure just because of the, okay, I'm giving up my time at work for you to take you to all these auditions and rehearsals and dance classes and voice lessons, et cetera, et cetera. But there was definitely from the agents of being, well, we don't really know what to do with you, so you have to be better than everyone else.